Okay, so this question I gave you is actually a part of a much bigger question, but I've made it quite tough by cutting out a lot of the previous part of the question to see how you would cope. So what we have is a table called nurse, where we've got the nurse ID, first name, family name, specialism. We've also got a table called ward name, number of beds, and specialism. Now, so you can have a nurse. Let's imagine nurse number 1. Her name is Joe. Family name Levin, no relation of mine. And she could be a specialist nurse in blood transfusion. I have no idea what nurses are specialists in. Now, we could have a ward name called, I don't know, broken legs. The broken leg ward. So I'm going to call it broke. It's got 4 beds in the broken leg ward. So anyone who breaks a leg will go to this ward. Specialism, dealing with broken legs. So I'm going to do broken legs. Yep, that says broken, guys. Really well spelt. Now, we can have more nurses. So let's imagine we did have a nurse number 4, and her name was Mary. So M for Mary. Levin. Yep, there's a lot of Levins who are working here. And specialising in broken legs. I can't be able to write the whole thing out. That nurse number 4, could work at times in the broken leg ward. So, we would have as our primary key nurse ID, because a nurse can work in here. So now you can store information about which nurse is going to work where, comma, and B, we need now information about the ward itself. So ward name. So now we know which nurse we're talking about by the nurse ID, and we also know which ward we're talking about by ward name. If we combine both these together, we now make a primary key. What is it called where we've got a primary key made up of 2 different fields? So, what we're saying is, we can have nurse number 4, which is Mary Levin, working in ward name, and we're going to call it B broken legs. We can have nurse number 1, working in the blood ward. We could also have nurse number 1 working at times in the broken leg ward. Both of these are accepted because they're unique. What we can't have is another one of 1 blood, because that is not unique, therefore it would not be allowed. It wouldn't make sense either. So, what type of table do we call this? We gave it a special name, where we've got a primary key of each, and only that, to link this table to this table.